like a craft beer through a pint glass. These are the gays of our lives. A show where
Sears
and James
get out their gay decoder rings to decipher the gay alphabet and bridge the gap between the older and younger LGBTQ community and everyone fucking else. And now, here are your hosts.
Hey guys, it's Sears.
and James.
And today on The Gays of Our Lives,
We are talking to none other than Kimber Lovecraft, aka our buddy Cody.
yeah, one of my best friends, actually. One of my best friends.
I know, but like,
Yeah.
well, and we met him doing stuff, like how we meet a lot of people, like doing stuff for the Gays of Our Lives.
Yeah, for a photo shoot. He was our photographer for a photo shoot.
Mm-hmm.
First time we ever met him.
Cody, I don't know. I guess my first thing is obviously online. You do. I mean, would you call it drag? Would you call like Kimber drag?
Yeah, I consider it drag. Especially now, drag has like become very subjective and kind of, it's got so many different definitions, and there's a lot of conversations now about like, can straight people do drag and stuff like that. And it's even in the community, you could ask 10 different people and get 10 different answers. So I see drag as a stance to the norms, So my drag, I consider alternative drag, very creepy, very horror. And what I like to do with my drag is kind of subvert expectations. Like, you show up to a drag show expecting a beautiful lady, and I'm going to give you a lady, but is she beautiful? That's subjective. I like to put a lot of things in my face, mess with blood, but also, I've always said, like, I want to be an erotic nightmare type deal.
So like, there's just one phrase in there. You like to put a lot of things in your face.
Yes.
What's that?
I mean, that's kind of obvious, I think.
So I wanted to find my own niche in drag, even the alternative drag. There's so many varieties. So I try to pioneer like a horror camp drag, to where if I do poker face, for example, I'm literally going to put playing cards and make it look like they're coming out of my face.
They did.
Fish in the dark. I'll do fishing hooks. I love having a reason to have blood on my face. Because like a pretty face of makeup is pretty, but like, I don't know, where's the fun?
So you're saying horror with an H and not a W, correct?
It all depends on what type of dress you have me in.
Could be both. Could be both. But you do other characters too. It's not just Kimber Lovecraft.
Right. Yeah. So there's Frank Doctor, which is what started out as a cop character that I used to play because I found a mustache at Walmart and people on Snapchat loved it. So Frank Doctor, Frank with a PH, and then it's kind of branched this whole little world I've got to where I've got a bunch of little side projects I've got characters that have been around for years that people haven't seen yet that one day they'll be out there. But people love Frank,
But you do that more on video. Now, would you call that drag?
So that's a good question. I would consider Frank a form of drag because I do outlandish makeup with him now. Frank is usually undercover, which involves me putting on makeup and, going undercover, but it actually looks like an awful attempt at a mustache cop being in drag. So I guess I would call it drag. I do plan on taking him to a show one day at least. I'll say that. That's
going to be fun. I'll be there. But that's what we were talking about. And he said something about your drag. And I said, well, I don't think drag is the big thing. I think Cody's an entertainer, all around entertainer more than just a drag by far. Because you're so talented with so many different things.
Well, not even just in entertaining. Like, I feel like Cody, you even because you have the whole what would you even call it? Graphic design,
well,
but
yeah.
You do so much more than just graphic design with it.
You're
very
creative.
much an apply and create and build person.
He's so talented. Well, he is. I said something about a website and he sat down and 5 minutes later he goes, is this okay? And I was just like, what? You did my website already? That's just blew my mind. But you, well, I'm going to brag because I brought some stuff.
You can do whatever you want.
I am going to. He actually made this for my birthday. Made my first
Birthday show.
My birthday show. Yeah,
We all got a copy of
this
that.
is my first ever VCR release of my show. It's it, and he made it in my colors and everything, and it's pretty cool. And then he put different DVDs that he found at Walmart in it.
Mine had part 1 of Titanic.
It's funny. It's ironic because mine has, of course, he put Jesus in mine. I think I can't get it out. Get that out of there. I think it was Jesus or something. It was a Christian movie of some sort. Yep, Jesus. And he could put that in there for me. Well, I had a couple extras, and a buddy of mine said he wanted one, and I gave it to him, and he pulled the movie out, and he said, "Oh my God, this is my favorite movie." It was Braveheart. He's like, "This is my favorite movie ever," and I'm like, "That's so ironic." But then, not only that, but he made my own. So I had my own album
Cassette.
release on cassette. And I mean, how many people have somebody this talented to do this for them? I mean, the top hits are I don't have my glasses on, Snap-on tools, no twat waffle. I can't even read it. Mullet over. I mean, talent. That, and you've got some stuff like this coming out also. Don't you have something coming out soon?
I do. Actually, all my merch is going to be dropping soon. So for the past 2 years, I've been polishing my drag into the creepy lady that I want it to be. And then I've got a ton of merch about to come out. The biggest one being my activity books. That's my pride and joy. My husband illustrated all the pages for me. They got some cool coloring pages. It's 4 children's stories that I've written. Definitely not for children. They're in the vein of a Dr. Seuss novel. And so I just kind of worked on that. And as that progressed, I've had different ideas for merch. And now I've got probably I'd say like 9 or 10 different SKUs of products coming out pretty much in the next couple weeks. So yeah.
That's exciting.
Man, designing merchandise is so hard. Like, that's just something I've always had trouble wrapping my head around, you know? Like, just because you have to pick something, and then, I don't know, branding in general is hard for me. I just like to call myself handsome and then call it a day.
Because you think with a different part of your brain. Like, he's way more talented than I am at that. He's really good at it. I'm pretty good at marketing and branding, but I mean, you think differently. You know how to write a joke. I don't.
Well,
we're both comedians, so there's that. But you spoke of your wife, your husband. How long have you been married, though?
We got married in 2020. Yeah, October. We actually got married on October on Halloween under a full moon by a witch.
That surprises me none.
Yeah.
Did you have a black dress on?
No, I just wore that. I don't even. If I'm a betting person, I probably wore some sweatpants and a t-shirt. That's my
or shorts.
motif.
Or black shorts. I can see that. I can absolutely see all black gym shorts. I do.
I mean, it could be just a casual thing.
Well, it is. I mean,
people don't do it that way
people
enough.
spend too much money on the party for their friends and family.
Well, you say that, but my family really likes to party.
But no, and I'm not saying I do too. I do too. I mean, if I had one, it would be so elaborate, and I will never have one. But I couldn't do just a couple people. I couldn't do that. I would want the big ass party.
I just want it to be casual. I just don't want to have to dress up for it. I want to have my cake and eat it too.
Oh, the one thing that is absolute must, and the next wedding I officiate, if they don't have a flower boy, I'm not officiating it. That's it. I
don't think you can make those demands.
Oh, I can, or I won't officiate. I want a flower boy.
I'm going to Florida January 31st to officiate a wedding. And the wedding I'm doing as Cody, but the rehearsal, someone paid top dollar to have me show up as Kimber. And
oh my God,
as Kimber.
That's nice. Are you doing the blood and everything too?
Oh yeah, they paid enough. I'll do whatever they damn well please on this one. Let's say that.
Oh my gosh,
we need pictures of this for sure.
I was gonna say, so you're gonna go all out. What's gonna be coming out of your face?
I don't know yet. I thought about buying some cheap wedding rings and doing that.
Or the dollar
I feel
store.
Like it's
like
too
a
obvious.
big gaudy
I feel like
one.
I need to.
Oh yeah,
something blue, something borrowed.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Light bulb.
Have the garter belt cut into your neck. Oh my God, yeah. Anyways,
that's so messed up. God, that's so messed up.
It is.
I can't even watch scary movies though. That's where I'm like, I would love to see you perform, but like, what's the movie?
They were fabulous too. I saw the poker face.
Well,
it was good.
the movie Drag Me to Hell. Okay, so there's that old gypsy woman in the back of the car, right? That's like, God, that disturbed me.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Well, we were going over the we had a sound bar because the TV I had, the sound was just crap. So we had a sound bar set up on the side, right? And there's that part where she's creepy and she's in the back, and you kind of see her and then she latches forward. Well, the sound came from my right. So I thought like something was coming for me from my right. And then
Can you tell he's getting excited?
like a tiny girl. And then my ex who I was with at the time, was like trying to like tell me like how like I can't handle scary movies, and I was explaining that it was clearly just the sound bar, and if it hadn't been there I'd be fine, but in reality like that, like I couldn't go to sleep without checking the closets, and then like I got in my car and kept checking the back seat a lot. And then she's like all boogery and stuff. It was like the grossest woman they could make.
Scary and gross are two different things.
No, Drag Me to Hell is both.
Okay. So it's
I don't know. I don't know. I love horror movies. Like I will literally like, speaking of, he can't stand it that like, I'll watch any horror movie. Like you could literally pick me the biggest flop on Shudder and I'm gonna watch it. But like, let's say mentions like, Hell House LLC. That one got me because there's a clown in the basement that comes alive.
No.
Why do people not like clowns?
Well, the scary clowns. It's specific because they made scary clowns. If they had never invented scary clowns, I'd be fine with
Invented
clowns.
scary clowns?
Yeah, you think they just, is this it now? It's just a part of folklore and it created itself?
It's a movie. It's a show. It's a made up thing.
Right. Someone created that scary clown and that's why I hate clowns.
That's the thing. They created it. It's not real. It's made up.
Okay, well, clowns are also not
Just like
really
Harry Potter.
clowns. So I understand Harry Potter is not real. It doesn't make me any less a Slytherin.
But no, so you say you want to watch anyone. That means that next time you come over, you're going to have to watch my bad comedy horror film, my first full-length show movie I've been in, because it's bad.
Oh, I didn't know it was a horror.
It's a comedy. No,
alive?
I didn't die.
Oh.
I didn't die. It's a comedy horror show. It's holy shit, man. And he's the devil's plunger and he kills people and turns them to shit. It's bad, but it is so perfect for my first full-length movie. It's sick.
The devil's plunger.
Plumber.
The devil's plumber.
And he kills him with the plunger a lot of times and turns him to shit. It's bad, but it's hilarious because it's so perfect for my first movie.
I think the worst one I've seen is Happy Thanksgiving, where this turkey
you
comes
ready?
back to life.
You got to come over and watch it. We'll all get on
Delta 8.
no we'll all get on some CBD and
yeah, really choke down that CBD. That makes movie and entertainment worth it.
CBD joints. I mean, we'll do that,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what
we'll
makes
watch
fish
this movie
concerts
because
better.
right. No, wrong thing. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I do. But we'll have to watch it. Anyways, back to Cody. So since 2020 on Halloween makes sense, how long were you guys dating before? Or was it the second date?
Yeah, in the gay world, like after the third date, you're pretty much married. But like we were together like a couple years.
Oh, really?
I want to say like 2 years.
That's so healthy.
It is. And they are they're very good together. They have a very healthy relationship. And I would love to bring up your other relationship.
Yeah, which one?
Your next door neighbor.
Oh yeah, my son's mom lives next door to me. Yeah, she is my best friend.
And so his son lives in the part of the double.
That's so nice. That is so nice. That must make co-parenting so easy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my gosh.
And she's like one of his biggest models and everything. Not biggest, but models for him the most and
Yeah.
everything. And I'm just like, she's super nice on her
See-
boyfriend. And it's just like, that's the way things should be.
That's what I'm saying. I think like there should be able to be a consistent, healthy relationship even after you love someone. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
How
For their son.
was
think about
that easy for you guys to navigate?
I mean, with anything, it's, rocky at first once you kind of figure out, what works and what doesn't work. Obviously, it's pretty uncharted territory.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, we both knew that, we wanted everything to be 50-50. We wanted it to be fair. We didn't want anyone to feel jaded. And like, there's like a multitude of reasons we didn't work out. Obviously, the fact that I'm married to a man now. But, like, just, navigating the waters of like, who gets him on holidays and stuff like that. And then you factor in like, he's got stepdads and my parents. So he's got like, 8 sets of grandparents and like who gets to see him.
Lucky
So like it is a lot, but at the end of the day, if you want something and you work towards it, 98% of the time it's going to work out,
But you've got to work at it.
Man, that's literally true about everything
Everything.
Cody does. Like, because genuinely, that is someone like who, like, especially when you were doing 317 Productions, like Cody was someone you could say is going to put that work.
317 Comedy Productions.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, no.
317. The thing that
There's a difference.
Yeah,
317 Comedy.
But what I'm saying, when that was in its heavy flux, like that was genuinely something that, like, that was like the first thing I knew about Cody. After our photo shoot, that's someone who's going to go home and put the effort forth.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, Cody has always been so great, because I am so vain, about being like, this is a really great photo of you, and sending it to me.
People, I don't know, people don't normally like the way they look in photos, so sometimes it just takes someone else being like, you look fucking cool as shit here, to be like, I'm sorry if I'm swearing too much for your podcast. That's
No, you're swearing. You're actually, if you could pepper it on a little heavier.
Good. But yeah, no, whenever I capture a good photo of someone, I definitely send it to them. I'm like, yeah, you should have this, because like, even if you don't like it, I at least know that I give you the opportunity to enjoy yourself.
Well, and the fact that you do so much photography, when you have a real full-time job that, that the corporate, the man that pays for you, your bills and all that stuff. And you do so much photography for a lot of people, and you never ask for a dime.
Right. Yeah. And I want everyone to have pictures they can be happy with. I want everyone to, like, I do it as a hobby. So I never want to burn myself out. I don't schedule shoots like back to back. I never do more than one shoot in a day. Just because, like, I still want to have fun with it, but I also want to provide that outlet to people that might not necessarily have the money to get said pictures. And like, I don't know, worst case scenario, I do someone's pictures for free. Best case scenario, I do someone's pictures for free and I make a new friend, which makes me new friends, which gives me more opportunities, and just go from there.
And it does. It opens up a lot of opportunities. We saw that. And in just a couple of months of working the 317 comedy, it was just like,
oh yeah,
just so many. I mean, me too, with my comedy and acting and stuff. I mean, it's just insane. People don't network enough, and that's with the marketing, and that's with and in comedy. That's a big thing I've found. A lot of these comedians here in Indianapolis are way better comedians than I am, funnier, and know how to write jokes. The difference is I know how to network and get out there and brand, and I network with everybody, and so I think that's a big difference. More people know who I am is the only, and So
well, and that salesman really comes out.
Oh, it's huge.
Like that's like, I'm just saying, like, if like, you can always call yourself an entrepreneur, because you do see a lot of opportunity in things where I'm usually like, where the fuck did that come from?
Well, the sales aspect has made me so much. It's everything that I all of it adds up, but that helps me in everything that I do. That mentality, because all I do is listen to audiobooks that are motivational at night when I sleep, and that's all I listen to is the motivational ones.
I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts.
Like the one that beat us?
I don't listen to crime.
Oh, you should watch it. I say I don't listen to podcasts. It's funny, when Pat talked about me on his, I was like, how do I find it? And they're like, don't you have a podcast? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, but I don't know how to navigate my own podcast.
I don't. I don't watch or listen to podcasts, so I had to find out where. But I mean, you should. I would love to know how.
No, I'm sure they're great. Before I even knew about Crime Junkies, I had like a loyalty to like True Crime Garage, which, like, if you've never watched or listened to True Crime Garage, which you probably still won't after this, they always have a beer that they rank in bottle caps at the beginning.
Oh, so now we see why you like that one.
Well, no. But like, so then like, you crack open a beer and you drink, and then one of the hosts, Captain, tends to just kind of get more drunk as the whole thing goes, and so does Nick, the other guy, and they just keep. And I like people getting drunk and
I
talking
know
about
that's
true
what.
crime.
That's why it's
And it
not
always
even
ends with
necessarily
them-
that their true crime podcast
They're
is
well
better.
researched though, because they do all this research and then they get drunk and talk about it. And I would love to do that. I would love to get drunk, or I'd love to do my research, get drunk, and talk about it.
I think that's better if you do your research, get high, and talk about it.
No, because then you have a tendency to lose stuff. I think
Oh,
I think being high tends to affect my memory.
back to Cody, and now back to Cody, like that. Whew. I do. I love your relationship with her, and the way you're. I mean, it's so healthy for your son because if he needs something, he can run right next door. It's like what, 3 steps?
Yeah, true.
That just it blows my. At first, it took me a minute. And I was just like, really?
And how old is your son?
He's 10.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is even been a well established. He's got that's
And the
nice.
boyfriend, cool as shit.
Right. So she has a boyfriend. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's what I mean. It's just like
And then
it's like a sister wife or whatever. I guess I don't know.
a sister wife.
I don't know. Somebody got a squeaky toy, but they're so damn cute. He's got 4 dogs.
4 dogs.
Oh,
3.
yeah. I thought you had 4.
3 dogs and a cat.
Oh, that's right. You got a cat. Yeah, that's 4.
Well, it's like the same size as your dog.
Well,
That's
yeah,
why you
it's
thought
true.
it was 4
It's
dogs.
true. It's true. So,
It's like the same thing to you.
well, do you want to wrap it up with our questions?
Yeah, sure. I have a personal favorite.
Well, wait a minute. We do this. We got to explain something.
Oh,
We do this part of the show that we do the Gays Ask, just random off the wall questions. Just first thing that comes to mind. No wrong answers. Okay.
okay. So I have a favorite I've been leaning on recently. But I think it's a really great description of people. So if you were going to describe yourself as a flavor of jelly bean, what would it be and why?
Ooh. Okay, that's a good question. I would probably be cinnamon. No, you know what? I would be black licorice. I personally hate black licorice.
Yeah.
And most people don't like black licorice. But the people that do, people
Love it.
love black
Okay,
licorice.
so
That's
That's
funny
good.
because I've been asking this question now for about a month, and black licorice is probably one of the more popular answers.
Yeah. And at first I was like, oh, maybe cinnamon, but I'm like, too many people like cinnamon. My drag is very, like all my art. It's not for everyone, but the people that like it, they eat that shit up.
I love that.
You'll appreciate this. Mine was the Sour Patch Kid flavors because, I'm really sour at first and then I get to be sweet.
And then you're gone.
And then I'm like, bye. Okay. Since you're a big Halloween person, what is your favorite Halloween costume that you've ever put together for yourself?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know because I dress up so much that it's hard to remember like what costumes have I done for Halloween and what was just like, oh, it's regular
What's your
Tuesday.
favorite costume for dressing up?
And you dressed up too much to know which costume you like best. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. I think my poker face number was probably my favorite thing I've done so far.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, thank you. It still needs some work, but I love the vibes.
True. I'm with you on that.
Okay. My last one is if you had to choose between having an elephant's trunk and a monkey's tail, which would it be and why? These are personality test questions, Sears.
All right, if I had to do what between a monkey's trunk and an elephant and a what?
No. You get to have one of those. Whoa. You get to have one of those. You can either have an elephant's trunk or a monkey's tail.
Okay, so I'm going to go with an elephant's trunk because
Yeah.
while both items offer great utility, I'm scared of heights, so I wouldn't be able to utilize the monkey tail to hang upside down. So it's instantly got to go with the elephant's trunk.
Well, like just the breathing apparatus.
Well, I
of
was
it. You
thinking
could go
how big the bong
snorkeling
could
for
be.
free. How big a bong could be. Think how far a bong could be. Like, you know what I mean?
It's almost like your own hookah.
You know what I mean? Like that thing can be over on the table. Like, you know, or yeah, what if you left your pipe across the room?
Oh,
Simple.
I mean, I wouldn't know, but
And they're like opposable thumbs. You could hold it and then like
they can do anything. They paint, like you said.
You
They
could
paint
paint
with-
with it.
Well,
Probably
and a
better
trunk to me, never mind. Never mind. Anyways,
How are you using a trunk?
that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of ways you could use a trunk.
You're not going to use a trunk that
I
way.
wouldn't, but people, you would.
Fuck you.
It's a different age. Couple years.
That's not oral sex anymore, is it? What do you call
What, with the
nasal
trunk?
sex?
Nasal- He would be like, I knows you. Oh my gosh.
I
No,
could
don't
advertise
know.
something totally different on my dating apps.
That's true.
It's like, ladies, have you ever heard of nasal sex? I might
I have
need to get an elephant
such a
for
big
this
trunk, ladies.
bit. I might need to do this for a bit. I don't know.
Big trunk.
I don't know.
Instead of a bag of dicks, you end up getting the elephant trunk.
I'm just saying elephant trunk versus monkey's tail and the utilizations of it. There's probably, I mean,
Yeah.
I could go on. And then I
Yeah.
feel like nasal sex by itself.
Yeah, I don't know.
All
right. Last question. What's your best dad joke?
My best dad joke?
Yeah.
Oh man. That's it. These are like ironically good questions because like normally I'm just like, oh, classic podcast questions, but like these are I guess the first one that comes to mind, two peanuts are walking down the road, one was assaulted.
I like it. I like it.
The one I've been pulling out a lot. This is a really old one though. Did you hear about the guy who had the left side of his body cut off with a chainsaw? He's all right because his left side's gone.
And that's right. That's right after I just made him look up why a chainsaw was invented. Yeah,
God,
exactly.
why?
Yeah.
And you know what's weird? That was like number 2 on Google to search when I hit chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
Like that was messed up.
If
Like,
you say it out loud to Google, you know why was a chainsaw invented?
I don't want that read at me.
Yeah. No, it was red. It was red to me. She was like, man. I was like, ew. And another reason I'm a lesbian.
Yeah, they definitely still use chainsaws for that.
Well, you don't know.
But you were born in the 80s, so.
I was not born in the 80s.
Oh, you were born in the 70s. That's right.
Jesus.
You just talk about the 80s because that was your teen years.
Remember,
And that's-
basically, I came out of one when you start. You know, you came out of one about the same time I started going in them. So there you go. Anyways, we're gonna wrap this up. Cody, thank you so much, sweetheart.
Hey, thank you for having me.
You know I adore you so much. And okay, so your activity book. How are people going to be able to find that?
So they will be sold at Hampton Design Studios in Irvington, Indiana. They will be on my website, hauslovecraft.com. If that's too much, I bought a couple domains. You can go to draglove.com, codybringle.com, and shootmedaddy.com, and it'll all take you to the same place. It'll get you there.
Shootmedaddy.com.
Oh, man.
I love you so
It was
hard.
a joke one night. They were like, what website should we have? It was a photography thing. And I was like, shootmedaddy.com. And then I was like, fuck, I'm buying that right now.
I have so many of them I buy because I think of a good name and I'm like, oh, I need to go buy that so I can sell it to somebody or use it.
More than anyone I know.
It's ridiculously bad. I get addicted to things, bad.
Yeah, but
I'm
that
an
is a
addict.
weird addiction.
Dude, I could.
I
There,
have
some of them
zero-
are worth pretty good money.
have
I just
zero
need to
of
get
them.
the effort to put them up and sell them.
I need to make the effort to actually make a website. I don't know.
Like the fact of our website, somebody's going to help us out with that is laughs.life. You know, because that's the .lives because the .coms were gone. So we have laughs.life. And a lot of people go, is that plus.com? And I'm like, no.
No, it's going to take you somewhere totally different.
No. www.
Girls are going to be dancing if you do that.
Laughs.life. There's no .com. So anyways, thank you so much, sweetheart. We really appreciate you.
Hey, no problem. Thank you.
All right.